Hey friends, welcome to my channel Dental Edge. Myself Dr. Bhanuchuk, and today I'll be talking about a very important and commonly asked topic, that is odontogenic cyst. Now I remember my BDS examinations in oral pathology. There was always a question on odontogenic cyst. It can be either define a cyst or a jaw cyst or parts of a cyst, or it can be classification of odontogenic cyst, and there can be questions on an individual cyst, like write about dentigerous cyst or write about reticular cyst. So it's a very commonly asked topic. Now today I'll be covering definition of cyst, parts of a cyst, and classification of odontogenic cyst. And in the upcoming lectures I'll be talking about individual cysts. But before moving ahead, I want to tell you that I have already covered odontogenic tumors, and in that the topics that I felt were important, I have covered them. That is ameloblastoma, calcifying epithelial odontogenic tumor or CEOT or Pinbock tumor, then adenomatoid odontogenic tumor or AOT, and odontome. So if you want to cover that chapter, do watch the videos. And if you feel there's any other topic that I have not covered and is asked in your university examination, do mention it in the comment box and I'll make a video on the same. Now let's get started with odontogenic cyst. Now let's see what's the definition of a cyst. According to Kramer, a cyst, it's a pathological cavity that contains either fluid, semi-fluid, or gaseous contents, and which is not created by the accumulation of pus. Remember that most but not all cysts are lined by epithelium. Many authorities, they call the cysts that are not lined by epithelium as pseudocysts, but mostly the cysts, they are lined by epithelium. Now in Viva, you can be asked, give some examples of cysts that are not lined by epithelium or pseudocyst. So the examples of pseudocyst are mucus extravasation cyst, then aneurysmal bone cyst, solitary bone cyst. These are some of the examples. Now we have seen definition. Now let's see what are the parts of a cyst. So as you can see on the image, there is a central cavity, that is a lumen, that I told it may contain a fluid or semi-fluid or gaseous contents, right? So there is a lumen or a cavity is there. Then surrounding the lumen, there is presence of an epithelial lining. This lining, it can be keratinized or non-keratinized. It can be stratified, pseudo-stratified, columnar, cuboidal, any lining can be there. Then outside the lining, the third part, it will be a capsule. This capsule is the connective tissue wall, which consists of fibers running parallel to each other with fibroblasts and blood vessels. So we know there are three parts of a cyst. There is a lumen or a cavity consisting of fluid, semi-fluid or gaseous contents. Then there is an epithelial lining, and then there is a connective tissue wall, which is also called as a capsule, which consists of parallel running fibers. So as I already told you, jaw cyst, they can be either epithelial lined mostly, and sometimes, rarely, they are not lined by epithelium. Now the epithelial lined cyst or the true cyst, they are further divided into odontogenic cyst and non-odontogenic cyst. Now what do you mean by an odontogenic cyst? An odontogenic cyst is a cyst that is derived from odontogenic, that is tooth forming apparatus or tooth forming epithelium, odontogenic epithelium. Non-odontogenic cysts, these are fissural or developmental cysts that are not derived from tooth forming tissues. Now coming to the classification of odontogenic cyst, you can refer any classification, but I am referring the one that is given in Schaeffer's 7th edition. And in this, the cysts, they are classified based on the cause, that is the etiology, and based on the tissue of origin. Let's first see based on the etiology. Now based on the etiology, it can be either due to some aberration in the developmental process, that will fall in the category of developmental, and if the cyst, it occurs due to the inflammatory process, then it falls in the category of inflammation. Now let's see which cyst they fall into the developmental category, and these are dentigerous cyst, eruption cyst, OKC,
gingival cyst of newborn, gingival cyst of adult,
lateral periodontal cyst, calcifying odontogenic cyst, and glandular odontogenic cyst. So it's a little difficult to remember so many classifications, but what we can do is, there are 8 names in this developmental. DE, remember DE. So from DE it will come dentigerous cyst and the eruption cyst. Then you can remember 3, OKC, GOC, COC. That is odontogenic keratocyst, glandular odontogenic cyst and calcifying odontogenic cyst. These are 5. Remaining 2 are very easy.
Gingival cyst of newborn, gingival cyst of adult.
Also very easy to remember. And the last is lateral periodontal cyst. Coming to the inflammatory, there are 3 names in it. One is periapical cyst, then residual cyst and a paradental cyst. So coming to the classification based on the tissue of origin, for this you should at least know the basic odontogenesis that you read in your first year BDS in dental histology. If you remember how a tooth is formed or how is the process of odontogenesis, there is a dental lamina and then an enamel organ. Then this enamel organ, it takes various shapes, initially bud, then cap, then bell, and then from this there is an extension which is called as the Hertwig's epithelial root sheath. So the remnants of the dental lamina, they are called as the rest of series, and the remnants of the Hertwig's epithelial root sheath that will form the root of the tooth, these are called as the epithelial rest of Malassez. Now these odontogenic cyst, it is formed either from the remnants of the dental lamina, that is rest of series, then either from the remnants of the Hertwig's epithelial root sheath, that is the rest of Malassez, or the reduced enamel epithelium. Reduced enamel epithelium is an epithelial lining that covers the developing tooth. Now let's see which cyst falls in which category. The cysts that are derived from the epithelial rest of Malassez are periapical cyst and the residual cyst. The cysts that are derived from the reduced enamel epithelium, they are the dentigerous cyst and the eruption cyst. The cysts that are derived from the remnants of the dental lamina or the rest of series are odontogenic keratocyst, that is OKC, gingival cyst of newborn, gingival cyst of adult, lateral periodontal cyst and glandular cyst. And there are cysts that fall in the category of unclassified. They are the COC, that is calcifying odontogenic cyst, and the paradental cyst. So friends, we are done with the topic. We have read about the definition of cyst, then parts of a cyst, and then classification of odontogenic cyst. In the upcoming lecture, I'll be teaching about a very commonly asked question, that is a dentigerous cyst. Do watch that video. If there is any other cyst you want me to cover, or if there's any suggestion or feedback, do leave it in the comment box. It takes lots of effort to make such videos, so your one like can give me lots of encouragement to make more such videos. So do like the video and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Thank you.